What legendary Reddit event does every Redditor need to know about?
The guy that kept eating everything and anything that was requested with rice and gave critiques and ratings 7 out of 10 with rice.
The guy who took too many edibles before dinner with his in-laws then claimed the bread was too spicy. Edit, sorry. Link here.
The guy who asked for relationship advice and he decided to leave his wife and she killed herself and their kids.
When a user named WaterGuy12 said he was going somewhere without internet for a few weeks and asked Reddit to tag him on funny Reddit posts, so he could see the highlights from when he was gone. Basically every popular post had a comment along the line of you/WaterGuy12 would love this.
r/MuseumOfReddit is a great catalog of these.
The time 14 years ago Greenpeace had a contest to name a whale, Redditors flooded the poll with Mr. Splashy Pants, and Greenpeace went with it. I believe this is the OG Bodie McBoatface when an internet community hijacked a naming contest.
Here's a wholesome one. On our /nostupid questions, someone with severe anxiety posted that they would like to try a Subway sandwich, so they asked how to order one. The top commenter gave them a step-by-step of every part of the process from standing in line to being offered a drink and cookie. Every single person was kind and encouraging. It was beautiful.
Next.
The vacuum cleaner Repairman's AMA. It is probably one of the best AMAs by a regular person on Reddit.
Guy posted on Ask Reddit saying his computer was in Spanish and he couldn't change it back to English.
Does anyone remember that legendary confession thread from 9 years ago or something? Hundreds of mind-boggling confessions. The only one I can remember is this woman who owned a cupcake bakery admitting that she just used grocery store cupcake mix and had no idea how to bake. Edit, there's a guy who sold his house, but continued living in a bunker under it for 8 years, like come on that's insane. Edit 2, yes, I know, the cake woman is still updating. Edit 4, thanks, assholes, for repeatedly reminding me that this is where the cumbox comes from. Edit 5, removed Edit 3, which spoiled Parasite. No need for any more Parasite-related comments, we know. Also, the original cake-faking commenter has made an appearance in my thread here. Edit 6, okay you/radical_sausage, this will be my last edit.
When we caught the Boston bombers except we didn't.
A guy on Reddit says he got knocked out while at school or something, and while he was out, maybe about 5 minutes, he lived an entire life where he met someone and had kids. Then one night while putting his kids to bed he was suddenly pulled back to reality and was super depressed about missing his family.
The nightmare son who ended up destroying the house before he left, never to be heard of ever again. Edit, thank you for my very first award.
Double Dick Dude was a wild ride for everyone.
Mine is probably the one about the guy who threw a steak out a window.
A little known tidbit. I doubt many people actually noticed. Back in the day, this would be about the time subreddits came about, there was a link at the bottom of the page to a webcam pointed at the fishbowl in the admin's office.
James Corden or Woody Harrelson AMAs Electronic Arts responding to criticism over Battlefront 2.
The rise and fall of /u/Uniden.
The one where the guy kept forgetting stuff and finding random notes. Turns out he was suffering from carbon monoxide poisoning and was saved by Reddit, or SMTH like that.
Party sub guy.
The guy that died in the end, but provided a tale about how he worked in a very specific industry, something like restoration work, and the manager was a total jerk to him. He walked off the job knowing that the whole thing couldn't be done properly, and the manager ended up cutting corners, getting into a whole heap of fines, etc. All the guy wanted was an apology, but the manager obviously couldn't do it. Great saga.
Some of the main ones have already been mentioned, but never forget the guy who had to have his foot amputated, acquired his own foot meat from the doctors, invited his friends over and made literal foot tacos, and then did an AMA with proof.
r/drama exposing all of the old men that hang out in r/teenagers or drama.net.
When those two women who worked together unknowingly both made posts like a week apart, talking about the same incidents, complaining about the other one. Someone was able to put two and two together, and what it basically came down to was the one who posted a week later was anti-Semitic and trying to frame the original poster's religious traditions, kosher for example, as a reason to fire her. I haven't seen this in the comments yet, so apologies if this has been posted already. Edit, realized my last sentence wasn't complete, lol.
Reading this has reminded me I've been here for 10 years. I need to find a new website FFS.
Swamps of Dagoba. You have been warned.
The guy who pretended not to know what a potato was at dinner with his girlfriend's parents.
That guy who tried heroin once and then basically got addicted and overdosed multiple times and ruined his life very fast.
The most downvoted comment in Reddit history, which is at -668K.